Hey cutie, hello you dear. Thank you for switching into this video. I wanted to talk about something that's been kind of put towards me as maybe an identity. If you're not sure what I think about identities or stuck on identities, you can watch the other video that's here on my YouTube channel. But someone once gave me a book about women who are live artists. And we do talk about artists. I love artists and I love art, that vivid expression of life. And what's a life artist to me? Is that someone who is arty-farty, living on what we don't appreciate, often social welfare, getting by, scratching by, asking for favors here and there. It's an art in itself to be able to ask. Life artist, why I feel comfortable with this word and being such a person or becoming such a person, or again and again checking into the idea of that life provides me with what I need, and that my intuition is providing me with the incentives to follow something that might not be in congruence with, the current job I have. I think more and more of you are becoming more life artistic in the sense of you notice that sometimes where you're going, you feel stuck and blocked, and it doesn't seem the right thing, and it costs you more effort to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill, maybe to be that kind of partner, that kind of employee, employer. And what do you do from there? Who do you turn to? And what do you turn to? And I had a friend, she would turn towards, on her way to work, she would look at one of those little rivers that was stopped in between. And then when to have that as part of, lifting ships up and down, she would look whether the very part of that river was stopped at a very moment in time to engage with that as a sign of an omen. Oh, today everything will flow. Oh, today I'm being stopped and I'm harboring and waiting. And I think we all have these signs and intentional kind of observations where we're trying to make sense of life, and then to trust that inner voice a little bit further. And that to me is to be a life artist, to reconnect with this inner voice. And the stronger it becomes, the more obvious your signs become, the more you are willing to change course, or I am willing to change course. And are you? Or how strong does the current need to become in you to see all the signs and signals? To me, it can be anything, like I don't have that very particular river that I reach from, or a view on the balcony, or whether there is ravens on my windowsill or not. It's just more and more listening to different things in the world and hearing the same messages, complaints, possibilities throughout the day through different channels. Like somebody might be saying something, then I read a headline or on a newspaper, then whatever it is, if the same message comes through and through, to me, that is warning sign, not a warning, but it's also something where I noticed I can step off the wheel that creates my identity through the same things over and over again, but I'll follow the flow, or I re-navigate into these different channels and routes. How about you? Thank you for listening. I hope to see you somewhere in my life, because if you're listening to my videos right now, I think something is trying to navigate you to a change.